Hi everyone, welcome to this video. And this one I'm going to continue our journey with the Metasploit tool, and we want to look at the UDP Sweep, which is also part of the auxiliary scanner module that you can use to discover some host. Now UDP is still part of the TCP protocol, it's a connectionless protocol, okay, and it may take a little bit of time at some point, but if you're looking for some port that are truly running UDP protocol, like maybe port 53 where DNS is running, this type of scan could be very useful. So again, what you're going to do, we're going to open up our Metasploit, okay, and then what we want to do, okay, so we're going to start our Metasploit. Again, we are in Kali Linux 2022, the latest version, and we're going to search for the UDP Sweep module. Sweep up and type 3 E's now. UDP Sweep module, and then we're going to use the module. Okay, we're going to set options, whatever options we need to set, and then we're going to run the code, and then we're going to look at analyze the report. Now, if you want, you can also additional extra stuff. You can run a Wireshark, okay, and capture the file while the attack or the scan is in progress. Okay, some network packets. So let's get started with this. So again, I want to open up a command window, reduce the font just a little, and I just want to do this as a root. So I'm just going to issue sudo issue, provide the password, some root, clear the screen, and msfdb init and msf console. That's the command I want to run. It should start up my Metasploit console and configure the database. Okay, I like to use the database configured all the time. I always do db status just to make sure my database is connected and everything looks good. I'm going to do a clear. Again, we're going to search for UDP Sweep, and I'm going to search for that particular UDP Sweep scanner under the auxiliary module. If I hit enter, okay, I have a spell mistake again. SEARCH. I can't type today. All right, now I have got two or only one output. See, so I'm very good at this particular shot. If you just said UDP, you probably would have got a whole bunch more. But I'm very specific. I know that this the UDP sweep is the name of the module that I want. So I got only one result. So in this case, to use this one, I just need to say use 0. And if you notice, this says, hey, MSF 6 version 6 is now in this particular module. I always start with the info, and this is going to tell me that's a UDP service scanner. And what kind of license? There is a Metasploit framework license. This is the guy who has written the code. Thank you. And these are the things that you have to configure. There are some default parameters. Number of threads by default is 10. Our host is something we need to configure. Batch size is 256. So let's start with show options. So let's see which are the bare minimum things that we need to do. And looks like show missing. Show missing should be the one. Okay, so it looks like the bare minimum would be our host. So let's start with that. If I do if config, okay, if I do if config, then I'm going to get all the IP address that are attached to my system. All right, the network that I really need to scan is this network, which is 192.168.1.105. So let's just set our host to 192.168.1.0/24. So that should give me all 256 hosts in my network. And if I hit enter, you see my R host says, hey, it's set to this. Now, if I say to show options now, My batch size is 256. This is our host. It's got updated. Thread is still 10. So let's increase the number of threads just a little. So threads, let's change to 50. 50 should do just fine. And again, show options. So this is what I have. At this time, if I wanted, I can go there and start my Wireshark. Okay, so we will still be sending a whole bunch of UDP packets, right? Or TCP packets. Um, let's go back, and in here, so everything is set. I can say run and hit enter, and that would start the scanning. So looks like it's sending a whole bunch of different things. It says, hey, it's sending 13 probes to 191.161.0 to 192, 161, 255. Is sending all the probes to 256 hosts, and it's already discovered that DNS server is running on port 53 on that particular IP address. There are a few other things that are running in here. It looks like NetBIOS is running on 192.168.122, okay, and that is on port 137. Okay, your SNMP is also running on that particular server on 161. Okay, and that particular server is a Windows server. Okay, and it's using some Windows version 6.1. So that's about it. So your scan is done, and this is the information that I got. Okay, that's as simple as that. Now for this video, I'll let you guys look at this particular packet capture, and I'm going to stop this one first and see what kind of information you get. Okay, so definitely it seems this particular attack or scan, it is sending the ARP packet. I am not sure, it's just, yeah, it looks like it's saying the ARP packet, and then it's sent from here the first IP, right? It's sent the UDP packet, and what happened, the UDP, this guy, which is at 1.1, okay, it said, hey, uh, destination is unreachable. So if you do that, you need to see what port they are scanning. Okay, so destination port, okay, it's sent to the destination port 5093 for whatever reason for that particular packet. So what you need to do, if you really want to analyze, you need to go through these packets, okay, and see where the packets are actually reachable. For example, let's use this, so we know that our port 53 was actually reachable. So you can maybe try TCP port, and then instead of 22 try 53, see what kind of response you get. So it's not TCP port, so I'm sorry, it has to be the UDP port. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. So these are the response, okay, that you got back from the other guy. So one responded, okay, and it's responded with something, and you can read through this what, okay, DNS response, user datagram protocol. On 53, it is responding back to you. Okay, again, on look at issue 3 is not really doing too much. Then 22, okay, it returns some stuff. 105 returns some stuff. So you can also look at port 137. You probably will see some interesting data. 137, and here we go again. Bunch of them are saying destination unreachable, but this guy, which guy is that? 22. 22 says, hey, name query response in bstat. So it's telling that, hey, this service is available. Okay. So, and the other one that we also saw is 161. So if I go back and only look at the package for the 161, and again, you have whole bunch, and we know that whole bunch of them, they will have a raw, destination unreachable, but 22 definitely is running that one. So this is my interesting packet. So you can analyze this packet at your own time to figure out what is going on with this. Now for this, my attack machines are that I have is a Metasploitable version 3. It's a Windows 2008 server. I also have Metasploitable version 3 for the Linux box. Okay, so I have both of the machines as my target machine, and you can download and configure them if you want in your environment, and you should be good to go. All right, so that's all I wanted to share in this video. Hope you have learned a little bit about how to use this particular scanner with the Metasploitable. Have fun, and thanks for watching.